Okay, we have the green bars, we have the live counters ticking up, so we should now be live. Which of course means welcome back to the Storytime Network. We're here to talk some Tiermaker. We are back with One Piece characters. I genuinely think we probably only have 2 more streams of actually ranking things, and then one after that of probably...
We might need 2 streams for sorting, if I'm being honest.
We'll see. It depends how wrong we think we are.
True.
Well, it's more that it depends on how wrong each of us thinks the other 2 are, really.
That's
I mean, some of it might just be like remorse or hindsight.
There's probably going to be a fight over Hancock again, I'm guessing.
Let's not. We specifically designed a tier to house her because we couldn't agree.
I'm just glad Lucci is where he belongs.
Yep.
Anyway, we start off with a character that got missed out. We have now dragged back up to the top.
Charlie's an interesting one, because she actually has very interesting connection to the overall the rest of the plot in a number of ways. Not only is she Arlong's sister, but she's also the one who gave out a bunch of prophecies, including the fact the birth of Shirahoshi. So it's very interesting to see, like, she's a surprisingly important character, someone who's so minor in the actual course of the plot.
Fishman genetics, huh?
I mean, I sort of remember her. I mean, I can probably get away with not putting her in pointless and forgettable, but
I'd say fun but irrelevant, maybe, or style but no substance.
The problem is that she's relevant.
Yes.
She has very little presence, but she is relevant.
She is likable, well, with having the spunk to stand up to Hody.
I mean, is that really an achievement, knowing Hody?
I mean, given how everyone else was acting around him, yes.
I feel like that says more about them.
Skill issue?
No. Also, she can see the future.
I can see the future!
Which is also just not explained.
Yeah, there are some instances of individuals with odd abilities that just do not get explained, and she's probably the most prominent one.
Where are we going?
It's not observation. Observation is like specifically prediction and not future sight.
Yeah.
Or rather, prediction based on observation, as the name would suggest.
Where are we going now?
What do you think? What are you thinking, Fuzzy?
I think fun but irrelevant just because her lack of presence bumps her down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right then.
I think this is one of the Beast Pirates.
Snake Man.
Wait, he's stealing Luffy's name for one of his forms.
Yep. Does nothing.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Put him with the rest.
Sodom.
Alright, where do we put Gamora? We'll just put Sodom right next to Gamora.
Is this not Gamora?
No, this is Sodom. He's in the S's.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the picture of Sodom, and that doesn't look like him. Or them.
You know what? I think whoever made this list mixed the two up.
Yeah.
Look,
They...
given their names, I have to ask. Are they banging?
No.
The Bible reference.
I know.
I know, but like... That doesn't change. What does that have to do with my question? Listen. If... You've gotta ask.
I really don't.
I don't think you do.
Okay, we put Gamora in style but no substance, so I'll just put it right next to him.
Yeah, I put them together.
Good.
Solitaire.
Oh, this one's fun. The one with the 6 R, the literal spider monkey. That's actually a good joke. Style but no substance.
Yeah, fine. Can't put everyone in pointless and forgettable.
Yeah, that would just make that super bloated as a tier.
I mean, it already is.
It would make it even more bloated than it needs to be.
It's not our fault that the Whitebeard pirates do literally nothing except for Marco.
Yeah. These are the mice thingamadoos on Thriller Bark. Just put
Speaking
them
of
on the
bloated.
wall.
Yeah, do we even care enough to find where we put the other ones?
No.
Exactly in the list. Spand them.
No. Genuine annoyance or love to hate?
Do we love to hate him?
Not really. He's like whenever
I
he's on
honestly
screen, it's like
I honestly think he's a really well-written hate sink.
I almost wonder if he's like I don't know because whereas he doesn't have the charisma that a lot of people in Love to Hate have.
Mm.
And
He
I
is
think
relevant and villainous, though.
yeah, I think that's well, he's a genuine annoyance, is what I think at least. But like, I think that's the real category for Love to Hate is if they're a hate sink, but they got spunk.
They're enjoyable to watch as a hate sink, yes.
Yes. Whereas,
I mean, it's
while
very entertaining to see Spandam get his comeuppance is the thing.
yeah, but that's not really the point, right? It's like it's as Spandam as a character in a vacuum is kind of just like. Ugh.
So where do you think he should go, Mel?
Genuine annoyance.
Hmm. Spam Dimes. Phantom's daddy.
Oh, is that who it is? Oh.
Yep.
He
He only
did.
only pops up in Robin's flashback, but he does have standards, unlike his son. They're
I
very
don't
little
remember.
standards.
But like, didn't he order the Buster Call on O'Hara?
No, he was just on the Did he order the Buster Call? I think he did, but he was also genuinely horrified that Akainu, shot down this vessel full of civilians.
Which again already puts him above the rest of the Marines who generally participate in Buster Calls.
Yeah. Maybe relevant and villainous? He is very relevant to Robin's backstory.
I suppose, yeah.
This dude's a Whitebeard commander.
Speed Jiru. Goodbye, Speed Jiru.
Rip.
Right. Centaur lady.
Speed. I like her.
Do we get into the ethics of Tama's ability?
So Tama's ability explicitly has a deadline over on which like it's active for I believe a month, and then afterwards the those who are controlled by the ability can decide whether they want to stay with Tama or leave her.
Okay, I forgot about that part. That makes it a much more ethical thing. Anyway, Centaur lady. Again, do we have the conversation?
We did not. Actually, no, I think we did. We just deferred it to when we actually talked about her.
Yeah. I don't understand the attraction to centaurs.
I'd say fun but irrelevant, at least. She's very fun.
No, I'd agree.
On fun but irrelevant, or the not
Fun.
understanding the attraction to centaurs?
Fun but irrelevant. I'm sort of ignoring the other one.
Look, I need to air some grievances. I enjoy doing the One Piece tier lists, but my little notepad document full of podcast topics has been building. So the moment we're back to regularly scheduled programmings, I hope y'all are ready.
Yeah, we'll discuss it then.
Yep. I am dreading that. This guy's a Roger pirate.
Yeah.
Sphinx.
With the oddly phallic head.
Ah, god damn it, no, I can't unsay that.
It looks more mushroom shaped to me. Also, I thought that was some sort of baboon from the
Nope.
the picture.
That
No,
is a Sphinx.
yeah, it's Sphinx from level 2.
And pull down, yeah.
Voiced by Yuichi.
No, I think...
No, sorry, I misread that. I thought it was voiced by Yuichi Nakamura, which would have been
Nope.
wild. No, Yuichi Nagashima.
In English, it is voiced by J. Michael Tatum, which is so funny.
Yeah. Anyway, style but no substance, I guess?
She's
Where
right.
do we put the
He's a big old fuck-off Sphinx.
where do we put the minnow guards? Probably in the same.
Aggressively mediocre for most of them.
Oh, fair enough.
Because they did job
Okay.
pretty hard.
What is that?
That is a frilled lizard. Or at least Oda's take on him.
Is it an important frilled lizard?
Not that I can think of.
If we don't know what it is, then we should, or who it is, then we should just dump it.
Yeah.
It's been dumped. Squad.
Oh, Squard.
He is
best
very stupid, but he's like. Go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
The best and worst thing about Squard is that he does something really stupid to Whitebeard, and at the same time, it leads to one of the best scenes in Marineford. Just Whitebeard casually forgiving his son for stabbing him through the fucking chest.
Well, it was more through the gut, really. Squad wasn't tall enough to stab him through the chest.
Regardless, it goes to prove that Whitebeard is the chaddest among chads as a father. The greatest dad.
He's definitely up there, especially in a series like One Piece, which is Absent Fathers, the series. Like, generally, when we talk about good dads in One Piece, we talk about how valid their reason for being an absent father is, rather than them actually being a good father. So, Whitebeard really does take the cake. Sword, though, he's a plot device.
He is memorable, if nothing else.
He's memorable, but he exists to move the plot forward. In
So I'd probably say style but no substance or fun but
yeah, he is one above. We is one above the rest of the Whitebeard captains / commanders.
This is another one of the Marine dudes.
Vice Admiral Stainless.
Okay, that name kicks ass. Also, he has a pretty epic mustache.
Yeah.
Style but no substance.
Between the mustache and the name, he gets to be in style with no substance.
This guy is the last member of the new Giant Pirates, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so he is a giant, and I was not being racist by assuming
his name
that.
is Stanson, and he is the shipwright.
Yeah.
Where do we put the rest of them? I think we put most of them in style but no substance or fun but irrelevant.
Why do we know so much about the new Giant Pirates?
Because they were part of the cover story.
Right.
And thus were memorable.
There's a lot of cover stories I don't remember.
It was one of the more recent ones. It was post Dressrosa.
Derry.
Yeah. Where did we put him?
Style but no substance.
Yeah, that makes sense. Stelly.
Oh, that's who this is.
Yeah, it's Stelly, not Starry. I don't know why. The fucking localizing. Gah.
Fun fact, I didn't realize his hair was that color.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure his hair was blonde in the Sabo flashback.
Huh. Well, he does have a light brown hair color, so that's probably why.
Anyway, genuine annoyance or Absalom?
He is not competent enough to be an Absalom tier, or rather, in that he hasn't done anything.
He's not quite depraved enough to be Absalom tier. He's an asshole and annoying, but he's not quite depraved enough.
Also, reading between the lines, he is absolutely like.
He absolutely assassinated his father-in-law.
Well, not his. Wait, father-in-law? No, he's adopted, right?
No, so he's adopted, but he married the princess of the kingdom. That's why he's the king now.
Oh.
And the king died under suspicious enough circumstances that it's probable that Stelly poisoned him.
Okay, but I was gonna say, what do you think are the odds that he's the illegitimate child of one of the rulers, and that's why he was adopted?
I wouldn't be shocked, but at the same time, nah. Hard to say. Oh, this guy is Vice Admiral Strawberry. He has one of my favorite Vice Admiral designs. He's a dude with an enormously tall head.
Yeah, he's a dude with a really long head.
And yes, according to Oda, that's not his hair, that's his actual head.
Also a very long beard.
He wins points for design, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So style but no substance, probably.
We're going to have a discussion about whether or not, because we're giving so many of the Marine Vice Admirals style but no substance based solely on their design, where otherwise they would be pointless and forgettable, we might have to reevaluate some of the Whitebeard captains.
We might, yeah.
The ones with good designs.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Streusen.
Streusen. Honestly, he's
Look,
kind of entertainingly evil.
no, but he is an Absalom tier because there's some implications.
We can't put someone in Absalom tier based off of vague implications, Fuzzy.
He absolutely did groom Big Mom.
Well, yeah,
Whether-
he definitely influenced her into becoming the corrupt monster she is.
So, based on that alone, we should probably put him in Absalom tier. If nothing else. The whole taking advantage of a child who didn't really know any better and turning her into one of the biggest monsters in the series. Because even though Big Mom did eat her family, that was more the act of, like, an animal following its instincts rather than an actual decision. So, yeah, I would say that because he did, even outside of the implications, which I'm pretty sure are all but confirmed, even if you ignore those, the fact that he turned
There is no real
Child.
confirmation on those implications, Fuzzy, not that I know of.
just I've already said we can ignore the implications and say just on the basis of the fact that he turned Big Mom into one of the biggest monsters in the series is probably enough to put him in Absalom tier.
We do have a lot of characters who committed much worse crimes than Streusen who are in love to hate.
Yeah, but the thing is, Streusen doesn't have enough charisma to be in love to hate, is my point.
What do you think, Mil?
I would. My instinct is that it's probably not enough for Absalom if it wasn't for Greenbull being there.
We did put Greenbull there, huh? That is weird.
Well, no, we put Greenbull there mostly because of
Yeah, he was all for, like, genociding non-world government nations.
genocide and just generally being a government stooge.
Yeah.
I'd say relevant and villainous then.
Yeah, I'd agree on that. As Fuzzy said, he doesn't really have the charisma to be loved to hate.
No. But considering that, yes, he did lead to Big Mom's...
Big Mom's atrocities.
Yeah. Can't be denied that he has had an impact.
Mm-hmm. Stronger.
Just put him with Doc Q.
Why are we implicating the horse in war crimes?
Because the horse is into it. Did you see the look on his face?
No.
The horse could just chuck him off.
We know that animals do have, like, some degree of sapience when they're named characters.
Hmm.
I absolutely think the horse is into it.
I
No,
just want to
Why
put the
did you
horse
put him in
there.
Absalom tier, Mil?
Is that not Doc Q?
No, that's Disco.
For
Doc
some
Q's
reason,
controversial.
Yeah, I don't know why. He should really be an Absalom tier, shouldn't he?
We put him in controversial because he hasn't really done much yet.
Right. His war crimes are more implied.
Why is Django
Yeah.
down there?
That's not Django.
Who the fuck
That's
is
Disco,
that then?
the slave house owner. The guy who owns the slave auction house.
Oh, that fucking guy. What? I don't even remember him.
We talked about him when we were ranking him. He got screwed over by Doflamingo, and it was rightly deserved.
Okay,
Also,
but-
Stussy is way further down than she should be.
Yeah.
She's somewhere in the... So we should
Which
probably
one?
just rank her. The younger one. We
You
already
should rank
ranked...
them both, because they do have the
We
same
already
name.
ranked the other one. We already ranked Buckane.
Oh, right, because they put her in the B's.
Yes. Stussy's lower. She's in with the manga characters. You can tell because she's
For some reason,
actually
yeah.
not coloring, yeah. Left. Your left. Your other left. Right next to Vegapunk.
My other left! No, that doesn't work!
Blonde.
The
Mill.
blonde one right next to Vegapunk.
There.
Stussy's a fun one, though.
She's like... It's really interesting. Because why did the world government let her be in... Well, no, we know why, sort of. But, like, she's very odd, because it's like... Okay, here's a discussion that we need to have, that we haven't had yet. How do we feel about undercover people?
Depends on who they're undercover for. Because Stussy
Well,
was
you
very
know-
clearly undercover for Vegapunk.
No. It's the more nuanced discussion about when a person who is ostensibly one of the good guys does terrible things while undercover for the good guys. How do you judge that ethically?
Well, in some cases, they do the terrible things in order to maintain the cover for a supposed greater purpose. So the question is that greater purpose worthwhile in exchange for those atrocities?
So it's a for the greater good issue.
Kinda, yeah.
Which we all know how that discussion generally goes.
For the greater good. I love Hot Fuzz. Such a good movie. But yes,
But in general, yeah, she's probably done war crimes, is what I'm saying.
I mean, she was part of the underworld banquet thing that Big Mom had.
She's a triple agent, because she's part of the underworld banquet. She's like an underworld mob boss, but actually she's a double agent there for CP0, but actually she's a triple agent because she's in CP0 on Vegapunk's orders.
Yup. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed by the audacity of it.
No. She's a very impressive character. Also, what is her devil fruit? It's not vampire. We
How do
know
you know
that for a fact.
How?
Because there is already a backbat fruit model vampire in the filler. And Oda generally tells them when he's going to...
You say that, but at the same time...
There is only one
heat fruits.
exception. There's one exception.
The heat fruit?
Yes. That is literally the only exception. Every
The
other...
exception means that there could be others. And
Yes.
again, she has a very vampire aesthetic when we see her use her devil fruits.
Yes, but at the same time, I feel like the heat fruit is understandable as an exception because it's a very broad and vague category. Vampire is just so specific, and we know how far Oda plans ahead, and he does like to throw curveballs. See Kaido,
We
for
don't know
example.
her exact the exact nature of her devil fruits. It might be artificial, like the devil fruits given to the Seraphim.
I feel like we're getting lost in the weeds here.
we are getting lost in the weeds. I'd say relevant and likable.
I vote to put her in controversial mid.
No, I disagree.
No, the reason for that is we need to put her there until we have the Vegapunk conversation.
I disagree.
Where she is as a character is she is a package deal with Vegapunk at this point. You have to acknowledge that. Like, yes, she does stuff on her own. Everything she does on her own is in the capacity of an agent of CP0. That is a separate category from what the context added by Vegapunk.
Fine, we leave her where she was to begin with.
Alright.
So that
because I have words about
entire
Vegapunk.
discussion was irrelevant. We should have just left her where she
No.
was.
We can... that way we won't have to rehash the discussion when we rank her next. Properly.
We shouldn't have to anyways, because we've already had the discussion.
Yes.
The discussion is going to happen again, I guarantee it.
Anyways, Sugar.
She's very annoying.
She is annoying. But she does also lead into one of the best Usopp moments.
Yeah, but that doesn't make her less annoying.
True.
Just because she is a stepping stone for Usopp doesn't mean she's not annoying in and of herself. She's weirder devil fruit side effects.
Her devil fruit is one of the weirdest ones just because it has so many different effects to it.
Yeah, it's really an example of how the paramecia category is really just the kitchen sink category.
It's really just that, well, we can't really classify this, so fuck it.
And before we learn that she also secretly has a mythical Zoan god fruit. But I've become paranoid on that front. But yeah, I think genuine annoyance for Sugar.
Yeah,
She does kind of feel like a worse Perona.
She is like, yeah, no, she is definitely a worse Perona.
Well, not only is she a worse Perona, she has no redeeming qualities.
Unlike Perona, who definitely does. Who this?
Suke, gangster in Wano.
Super forgettable.
Yeah, doesn't do anything.
Is that a Nazi?
He's an Impel Down guard, I'm pretty sure.
Tsukashiba Kanishitara.
That is a very elaborate name for a guy who does very little.
Does nothing.
Yeah, he does fuck all. So points for forgettable then, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
Suleiman.
Suleiman
I see.
the Beheader.
That is a fucking metal ass epithet.
He's a member of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, isn't he?
Yeah, he's now
Yes,
part
he
of
is.
the Beautiful Pirates.
Yep. I do like him playing straight man to Cavendish in Cavendish's cover story. I'm part of the cover story. Very silly.
Are they banging?
God damn it, Fuzzy. Do you have to ask that every single time? Don't answer that.
Not every single time. I only ask that when it's relevant.
No, you ask that when there are two male characters.
Sometimes two female
No.
characters, but mostly two male characters. I do
At
think
least-
his design is pretty neat.
Fun but irrelevant.
I guess, yeah. I think that's generally where we put a lot of either there or Sabano Substance is where we put a lot of the
The Grand Fleet, yeah. This
Some
dude's on
Bell,
the
Roger
Roger
Pirate.
Pirates.
Yep.
They
They
have
haven't
Fishman
done
too.
anything. We can't feel bad for them if they haven't done anything. They are
Is this the
literally
crack?
yes.
Surume, yes, the Kraken.
He has low-key a kind of tragic backstory.
That was the reveal of that tragic backstory was kind of funny, though.
I think he's got enough charisma to be in fun but irrelevant, rather than style but no substance.
Apparently, it is possible to make enough takoyaki for 1.25 million people.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Questions about that metric because, what is the assumed serving size there?
All of them.
No, like, is it 6 per person?
Yeah, that's assumed.
Guess so.
Yeah, because I'm like, you can eat more than 6 takoyaki in one sitting. They're delicious.
To be fair, it was served that many people, not satisfy that many people.
Okay, well that's a fair metric then. Okay, I forget her name, but she is one of the more
Sweet Pea.
She has a more
charismatic.
unique design compared to a lot of other women.
She's just more entertaining than most of the other.
I
like,
like
in
her
terms-
little verbal thing, yeah.
And her character in general is better than most of the other Amazon Lilies people.
I'd say fun but irrelevant. E-Bone. Rest in peace.
Who?
Oh man, he did die.
Yeah, he died because of the bounties that that Cross Guild put out on Marines.
You were about to say Buggy, weren't you?
I was about to say Buggy, but
Well, I mean, we all know Buggy's the true leader of Cross Guild.
yes, of course.
I mean, look at the posters. How could he not be?
Exactly. You see my vision, Bill.
I cannot get over the fact that that MFer foreshadowed the new emperors in chapter 187.
It is pretty fucking wild.
Or something. It was like very early on. It's just...
It's very funny.
don't... Yeah, but anyway, pointless and forgettable.
What?
No, he's got a zombie design, which is relatively neat.
Also, he literally cuts straight lines, like with right angles and everything.
Okay, fine, style, but no substance.
Oh, it takes so long to scroll up now.
We have a fuckload of characters to sort through.
This is the King of America, isn't he?
No, this is King Taco of
Oh no, that's so much worse.
all of the kings are named after food. You
I
know,
know.
this, right?
No, I know, but certain... It's the base... You know the principle. There are certain cases where it's worse than others due to the historical context and other similar implications.
Yeah. King of the Shishano Kingdom.
Yeah, like, you can name the British king Tea Time or whatever. That's fine. That's punching up. I think King Taco could be considered as punching down.
I mean, what other Hispanic food would not be punching down, though? Because if you're gonna name them after, like, national cuisines, like...
Well, yes, but at the same
consistency
time...
is important.
Also, do we know if that's canon?
What? His name is Tacos. Like, that is canon.
That's canon, but how many of the other kings are canonically named? Weren't a lot of them named in the anime only?
Yeah, but this doesn't seem to be one. I'm fairly sure this
No,
guy
this isn't
actually
one, which is...
Yeah, I'm fairly sure this one actually this guy actually got like an...
Yes, he did get named explicitly.
So he quotes the Mexican revolutionary Emiliano Zapata in his introduction. Which is pretty neat.
It's yeah, it's not the character's fault that Oda named them after foods. It's just there are certain places where the having a universal naming convention is maybe a mistake.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand where you're coming from on that regard.
Yeah, it's not that the problem isn't that he's named after a food, it's that because all of them are named after foods, there are certain characters where you can't avoid punching down regardless. Anyway, put him in, I guess, style but no substance.
Style but no substance seems fair. He does have a very memorable design.
Great mustache.
Absolutely fantastic mustache. Where did we put him on the mustache tier list? I forget.
Pretty high up, I think.
Yeah. Who's this bastard?
I don't know.
Well, you know what category he goes in then.
He might be filler.
Yeah. Eggman.
Baron Tamago.
Which, as it turns out, his gimmick is much more complicated than Egg.
Yes.
Misia, isn't he?
I don't know if it's Paramesa or very unique Zoan. Let me look,
Yeah,
actually.
because like Zoans that are not mythical Zoans tend to be much more straightforward.
It is a Zoan Devil Fruit.
It's a very weird one, then.
It is an extremely weird one.
Again, my paranoia is kicking in. Is this secretly some sort of mythical Zoan? Actually, no, we've never gotten the name drop of the Devil Fruit, have we?
No, it's the It was known as the Tama no Mi for a while. It was just
But is that
unclear
a
if
canon name?
it is canonly the egg fruit.
Huh.
It is a very
Very
unique
weird.
devil fruit.
No, like the mechanics of the fruit alone put him in style, but no substance at the minimum.
I'd say fun but irrelevant, honestly.
Yeah. Because
What do you
there's is there only 3 stages to it?
There's only 3 stages, yes. It's egg, chicken.
Yeah, it's Baron Tamago, Viscount Hiyoko, and Count Niwatori.
Yep.
Tama, knowing that her fruit has an element of consent after a month, does make the fruit much less creepy.
Yes. Also, she's just an
Also-
absolute sweetheart.
Unironically, she is a better Momotaro than Momo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, did you know that she's also a Kurozumi?
I did not know.
Yeah.
I'd put her in relevant and likable.
At minimum, yeah. She deserves it.
No, I'd be willing to put relevant and likable.
Because she definitely is better than a lot of the tag-along.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Children.
plus she comes in real clutch during the Onigashima raid.
Honestly, that alone probably puts her above all of the rest of the tag-along children.
Oh yeah.
Who dis?
Tansui.
He's part of Macro's crew.
Slave trader.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
well,
one
put him
tier.
with the rest. Yeah, no, put him with the rest.
Tararan. General Zombie.
He is literally a giant spider monkey. Style but no substance, I'd say. It's a dumb pun, but it's a funny pun. So much that Oda did it twice. Because you know Oda.
Yeah.
I believe this guy's Taro.
Taro,
Yep,
Roger,
Roger
Pirate.
Pirates.
Maybe we can reevaluate when the Roger Pirates actually get something to do, but until then...
I mean, okay. We'll rank Tashigi and then we'll have the conversation.
What, about the Roger Pirates?
No, about Zoro's harem.
God damn it.
Have we not had this conversation before?
Not the
Multiple
specific.
times.
No. I just have a very simple question.
Okay, shoot.
If Zoro could end up with only one of the three, who would you pick?
What's your answer to that, Fuzzy? I am curious.
Perona.
I see.
Straight up. Because it's like, my justification for that is he's actually spent time with Perona and developed like a rapport beyond just occasional, like a single arc, or he did spend an entire 2 years living with her.
My counterpoint to that is they do have more of a sibling dynamic.
Not on Perona's end, my dude.
Well, regardless.
Zoro may not be a D, but Perona definitely wants some. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, now I've answered the question. Now, ball's in your court.
I feel like answering is also going to put us in the crosshairs of quite a few Zosan shippers, so I'm just going to stay out of that whole mess.
Okay, no.
I don't like that ship, honestly.
We don't like that ship because it's Sanji. Zoro deserves better.
Yeah.
I would ship Luffy with Zoro before I'd ship him with Sanji.
I've also seen a lot of that fan art recently. Must have liked one.
I mean,
Luffy
it's
tends to get
understandable.
shipped a lot with Zoro or Law, if I'm being honest. What I've seen.
And there's at least some basis behind the Zoro one. I could see Law hate boning Luffy. But, like...
We'll be talking about Law shortly.
Yes, but no, seriously, and it's a very simple question.
I would say none of them then.
Okay, at least give a justification for it.
I just don't really see it with any of them. Like, the closest is Tashigi, but that's because of her, you know, similarity
Weird
to Kuina.
thing where she looks identical to a different character.
Yeah.
It's just,
like,
again, one of those things which is not explained at all. Every other character who looks similar to another character is actually explained except Tashigi and Kuina.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she's a cop, but she's like one of the decent ones.
I mean, where did we put Smoker?
Yes, put him there.
I think we put Smoker in either relevant and likable or best. We put Smoker in best supporting.
Oh, wow. Okay, I wouldn't go that far for Tashigi. Definitely go
Relevant
relevant
and likable, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Jack, are you also going to take a cop-out answer like Mill?
Fuck you.
I'm just not going to answer because I don't know.
You're both cowards. Just pick one.
Like I said, I'm picking none of them. That's not a cop-out,
It's
that's
not
a genuine answer.
You're rejecting the premise of the question.
I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, but the premise of but then that's why it's a cop-out, is because, like, the premise of the question is, if you had to pick one of the three, which one would you pick?
And I choose not to answer the question.
Hey, Fuzzy, you know how you said it would be really funny if the king of not England was named after like tea time?
Isn't he named King T?
He is King T the Fourth, and he has a Big Ben beard.
No, I know, we've discussed him before. That's why I remembered.
Yeah, it's very funny. Style but no substance.
Oh god, I did just notice the clock hands on his fucking beard. Bad enough he had the fucking Union Jack hat. Bowler hat at that.
It's still punching up. This dude looks familiar, but also very
This is the dude that Blackbeard murdered. To get the
right. The reason Ace died, the pointless death.
Thatch.
Not the only reason, but one of the reasons. Yes.
The man has a pompadour.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
Okay. The question is actually relevant this time.
Oh god.
Given the intensity of Ace's reaction,
No.
were they banging?
No.
God damn it, Fuzzy! Stop asking that every single time.
Ace was not banging anybody on Whitebeard's crew, considering they considered themselves family.
They all thought of each other as brothers.
So unless you think that Ace wanted to bang Luffy, no.
I mean, it is Japan.
Okay.
He's like one.
You ask, are they banging? I'm going to use the bonk from now on.
Look.
It's not unwarranted.
Someone has to make these sacrifices,
no, you don't.
and I'm willing.
They don't, Fuzzy. Not for every single male character.
Okay, we've that you can't say. We rank a lot of characters where I don't ask that question.
Every single relevant male character.
There's relevant male characters for whom I don't ask that question.
Really?
I didn't ask that question for Zoro and Luffy.
Because you're obsessed with Zoro's harem.
No, actually, I'm a Zoro Perona shipper, if we're gonna be honest. I just find it funny that he has a harem because of the genre conventions.
Just please stop asking it.
You know he's not going to agree to that because it's something he can't promise because he can't control that.
Thank you for saying it outright, Jack.
Look, I know what it's like to be unable to control the desire to say something stupid. That said, I do reserve the right to use the bonk sound effect every time you say it. It's
Okay,
only
but
fair.
who's next then?
Tilestone. The shipwright from Galila who has the very loud voice. And is also ripped as fuck.
I mean, put him with the rest of the shipwrights, I guess?
I think we put them in either style but no substance for fun but irrelevant.
I'm willing to put this guy in style with no substance.
Yeah. I think we put Polly in fun but irrelevant.
Yeah. We've got Freddie Mercury in style with no substance.
Yeah, Polly did have some of the most, like, screen time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tokikake, another vice admiral.
AKA Brown Pig. He was apparently an admirable candidate.
Right. We were talking about him, and because he does look, like the other admirals, he looks like a real dude.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
Because he's based off of a real person.
Yes, no, that's what I meant.
I'm gonna look up which actor he's based off of, actually.
Kiyoshi
He's based off of...
Atsumi.
Yeah, Kiyoshi Atsumi, who is,
Does that make Pink Rabbit the exception?
No, she's also based off an actor.
But yeah, he's probably...
Speaking of Pink Rabbit, he has apparently asked her out 100 times.
And been shot at every single time.
Yes.
So, I'm willing to penalize him for that.
Yeah, after a certain point, you need to just let go. And he is a cop, but he's probably also Logia, isn't he?
We don't know.
Yeah, but given that they seem to specifically pick admirals
No,
who are
Fuji
Logias.
doesn't have a Logia, and Garp has been a candidate for Admiral for decades.
Okay, but that's fair.
Oh, Toko.
Relevant and likable?
That poor. Relevant and likable, yeah. She goes through so much shit.
You know, thinking about it, she follows the template of tag-along child much more than Tama does.
Yeah. Oh, Tom.
So he died for his beliefs.
Yeah, he is quite literally a martyr.
To be fair, we've got no actual confirmation that he was executed, do we?
No, I'm pretty sure it was confirmed that he was executed for his crimes. Or rather, his quote-unquote crimes. I still think he deserves to be either best supporting or relevant and likable.
I'd say relevant and likable.
Yeah, because if you think about it, he's kind of half a Roger pirate, so the fact that he's not in Pointless and Forgettable is already an achievement as a Roger pirate.
You're really, really mean to that crew.
They haven't done anything on screen, damn it. Or on page.
You know what? Fair.
Again, when they do
Hey.
something, we can actually, address it. But until then, no. They stay where they are.
God, looking at it, Hiyori and Toki really have same face, don't they? I know they're mother and daughter, but they have, like, the same face.
I mean, it's more justifiable in that case, and you can see there is some difference, especially in the slant of the eyes.
Yeah, but no, it's just like you don't see family resemblance. Like
Oda loves the strong family resemblance thing. He abused the fuck out of it in Wano.
he did, didn't he?
Yeah, he
I
did.
mean, Ryuma's right there.
Ryuma, Ushimaru both look a lot like Zoro. Then you got the resemblance between both Toki and Hiyori, as well as Momonosuke and Odin. Just a lot of family resemblance. Throughout the series, really, because Vivi also takes a lot after her mother. Anyways,
And
we have
as
another
we
short
all know,
fact.
Luffy is going to look identical to Garp in his 60s, apparently. So,
Yep.
yes. Look, anywhere below peak character is a crime for Chopper.
Chopper is one of the best characters. I wish
He's
Oda would
the-
give more for him to do, though.
To be fair, he got a fair amount on Onigashima.
He did.
Here's the thing. He does a lot. It's just behind the scenes because he is single-handedly responsible for keeping
Keeping
the rest of them alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. The idiots would be dead several times over if not for him.
Also, the bit of him bitch-slapping Queen in his Monster Point form was hilarious.
He's like, he does a lot of stuff, whether it's in the medical context or the fighting context. Also, he became Bruce Lee after the time skip, and I'm for that, honestly.
That was great. This is one of Blackbeard's hangers-on.
Tori. Literally a single line. Tori sat on a couch with Blackbeard Maki and Kiki Patsu when Blackbeard conversed with Gecko Moria. That's literally all that's there.
Well, now we have a much more relevant character.
Trafalgar D. Waterlaw, which is a dumb name.
It is a very, very stupid name.
Waterlaw is because of Waterloo.
Yeah, no, we know why. That doesn't make the name less stupid. Just because the name has...
fair.
Just because the name is relevant or is a reference doesn't make it not stupid. He's a very interesting character because he's there's a spectrum of piracy. And I believe Law, Luffy, and Kid are like waypoints on that spectrum.
Yeah, Law's somewhere in the middle of the
Law is like
spectrum,
almost
at
the
a
exact
waypoint.
midpoint.
Yeah.
Where if like on the pirate morality spectrum, if Luffy is very firmly in the good and Kid is very firmly in the evil part of the spectrum, then Law is like smack dab in the middle. Because he has his own like motivations and very much is will do those to the exception of all else, but he's not fundamentally a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
I do think best supporting is justified.
So there are people who would put him in peak character. I don't know if that's necessarily warranted, though.
No, we're not going to put him in love to hate.
No, I know. I'm willing to argue for peak character.
I would say
I
would say he's too morally ambiguous to be in peak character, based on the standards we have.
We have Buggy there. Buggy.
Yeah,
Buggy
is an exception. Buggy is a category on his own. Buggy transcends morality.
Okay, but you can't really use that as an argument because Whitebeard and Roger have also done crimes. Roger was straight up known for beating the shit out of people for making him mad.
Yeah, but like, that's fine.
Also, Zoro has absolutely killed people, and so has Robin.
Murder is not in the conversation when we're talking about morality. Murder is fine. Murder is okay. We're not talking about murder.
So your issue is that Law takes people apart with his devil fruit?
Okay, well, the whole 100 pirates thing was kind of fricked up because we don't know how many of those pirates deserved it.
Did he actually kill any of them?
He did worse. Giving them their hearts to the world government is equivalent to selling them into slavery, essentially.
Look,
you can't argue that.
There is an argument to be had on Law not being a peak character. I do not think it should be for moral ambiguity, of all things.
This is not a story where moral ambiguity should make a person less of a character in this ranking, necessarily. Unless it's just, they are entirely that moral failing and nothing else. Which is why several of the people in Absalom are basically characterized as being shitty
my other argument for not putting in peak characters is just because he had his time in the sun and he's done. Right? He's not really a whole story handy.
Up there! Whitebeard's up there!
Fuzzy, you're making very weak and selective arguments against this.
Weak and selective arguments. Okay, Law's just not as good a character as Whitebeard and Roger.
That's a genuine argument. I disagree with it, but that's at least a genuine argument.
More an argument than the other ones. Because all of my arguments about Law are predicated on the fact that he's not as good a character as Roger or Whitebeard or Buggy.
Look, like I said, Buggy's in a category of his own. We're not counting Buggy in any of this.
Yes, no, I know. I'm glad we can at least agree on.
But I think genuinely between his backstory, his dynamic with the other characters like the Straw Hats and, you know, that trio with Luffy and Kid, I genuinely think Law is peak character.
Honestly, I kind of agree.
And he is enough of a presence that, you know...
He was in the story for the better part
the idea
of 300 chapters. As a major player.
Look, at this point, I'm not going to keep arguing because I know I'm going to lose the argument, but I just don't think he's as good a character as any of the people in peak character.
I sincerely disagree.
Mm.
Okay.
This fucker, on the other
so-
hand, is a genuine annoyance.
Is he not bad enough for Absalom?
We don't have any proof of him committing the crimes that merit Absalom, but he is extremely annoying. Tristan, this is the squirrel mink who's a nurse.
I thought she was. Is she not Chopper's reindeer girl crush?
No, that was a different one.
Yeah, we've already ranked her.
Oh, okay, fine. Something awakened something in a lot of people.
The whole thing, Zoe as a whole did that.
Do we want to be nice and go down with no substance?
Yeah, seems fair.
I don't know why I didn't expect Oda to appeal to the furries.
Was inevitable.
Tritobu, the prince of the, I'm guessing, Italian kingdom.
Probably.
Why are you guessing Italian, Mel?
Because his father is called Ferrari.
Okay, isn't it just that is actually an Italian name? Isn't Ferrari named after a dude?
Yes.
Yes.
So there is a Ferrari family. So
Yes.
that is a bit more valid. Also, it does kind of break the naming convention, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, if you can break the naming convention for Ferrari, you could have broken that.
Okay, so the thing is, this is one of the guys who tried to basically arrange a marriage with Shirahoshi, and all of the kings who tried to do that, they and their sons were all named after cars and car parts.
Oh no! I thought he was on the King Council.
No, he was not.
Okay.
I believe
he's
all
not
the
on the
Council
King
kings,
Council.
except for established characters, were named after food.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
No, I thought King Ferrari was a King Council dude.
No, I don't believe he was.
Okay, yeah, that's fine then. A genuine annoyance for being a creep.
And a coward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did just fuck off when the World Nobles popped up.
Broken Hat Sunagoro.
He has a neat design.
Yeah, he looks very familiar.
He's one of the Yakuza bosses from Wano.
No, I know, but I feel like I've seen this design on other characters. Something about the shape of the mouth.
Yeah, no, that's definitely been... that dude in Black Clover.
Yeah, like
from
this is
Jack
this
the
is
Ripper.
Kingdom. No, not even Jack the Ripper, no. The fucking dude who attacked the Witch Kingdom with Mars. Was his
yeah.
name
This
Mars?
is just this character design seems like an archetypal character design of some sort. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but I've seen it's not just this in Black
for the
Clover.
axe crazy.
Yeah. I've seen this design in a lot of manga. It's not relevant to the list. I'm just like,
Ladros, that's his name from Black Clover.
yeah, no, it's like this just the mouth shape and the angular face. I feel like that just shows up in a lot of
It's the eyes
on a lot of
as
axe
well.
crazy characters.
It's the
Yeah,
eyes
the
as
eyes,
well.
too.
The narrow eyes.
Yeah.
Sunokov. One of
Yeah, this is one of the
Barkov's
level
dancers.
5.5 dudes.
Yeah. I mean, it takes boldness to pull off fishnet bottom half and reindeer top
costume.
half.
Oh, is that reindeer?
Yeah,
I mean,
thought that was
reindeer.
dog.
it's got Chopper's antlers.
Oh, so they're going for the Tanuki look.
Chopper
It's a
was-
very
Chopper
it's a
was
very
pushing for
memorable
that.
design, if nothing else.
You really just left me hanging on the whole. He's not a Tanuki. He's a reindeer joke. That
I mean,
is the right-
Chopper would crush
Okay,
you for
why
that.
is this young Suru?
I don't know. Just old Suru later down the list.
Nope.
Then we're ranking young Suru.
Double standards much from the person who made this.
Look, this is the person who made this didn't put Rouge on the list. Of course they're sexist.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize this was Suru, but now I see it. She how do you feel about her?
She's honestly pretty cool.
Yeah, but is she the question is how much of a cop is she? Is she more or less of a cop? The implication seems to be that she's more of a cop than Garp and Sengoku.
Not too much so, because her arch enemy back when she her pirate arch enemy was Doflamingo. Like, she was the one who pursued Doflamingo before he became a warlord.
We can definitely put her between Garp and like in the same tier as Garp and Sengoku, or maybe one tier lower just because she doesn't do as much on screen.
I don't think Garp and Sengoku are in the same category.
Yeah, Garp is
no.
best supporting Sengoku's relevant and likable. I think that's fine for
That's fine for Suru,
honestly.
yeah.
Fake Frankie, genuine annoyance.
He gets points for at least having similar hair.
Yeah.
Not enough though.
Into the U's, I think?
No, this one isn't a U yet.
Oh. Which one's this then?
Miscellaneous animals, I guess we can put in the miscellaneous animal tier.
I believe this is... Nope. I don't know which one this was.
This one and the next one, really.
The next one is Tyrannosaurus, who is Iceberg's pet hamster.
Is this maybe one of the Super Ducks?
Oh, it might be. Yeah, it might be one of Karu's brethren.
Yeah, I think so.
So, Tyrannosaurus is a baller name for a hamster.
Yep.
Unless that hamster does something significant, it's starved with no substance.
Well, yes,
Wait, no, it's not a hamster, it's a mouse, which is even cooler.
It doesn't look like a mouse, though. The snout is too rounded. Who is this?
This is a Wano dude. Not
Ukon.
sure what his name. Ukon?
Yeah.
He's
But
a
I'm with
Kozuki
Red.
loyalist.
Yeah. I don't know why he in particular has been put on this list, but okay. Ulti.
Yeah, that's...
She do be headbutting people a lot. That is her
She's
thing.
very fun.
Does it sort of reduce her status that she was taken out by Nami?
Not really. Not. She took a fuckload of damage before Nami took her out. She took a
Yeah,
hit from fucking Big Mom before she went down to Nami.
yeah, Nami kind of did a bit of a last hit kill steal on her.
Yeah. Like, Ulti nearly beat Nami while she was on her last legs.
She basically started fighting at the beginning of the battle and didn't go down till near the end, so she's not weak by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that she didn't have a single long one-on-one fight like the rest.
Relevant and villainous then?
Well, Page...
I guess, yeah. I mean, if we put
Page 1 also went down.
So, what's the other guy's name? The page one, right? Are she and Page One banging?
No, they're siblings. Come on, man.
No, I genuinely didn't know that.
It was
Look,
kind
that
of
was
their
an accident,
shtick.
at least.
It was kind of their shtick. I don't know how you didn't know.
I'm an only child. I don't know how siblings interact. That's genuine lack of knowledge, not me being bonkable. Are y'all forgetting that you two both have siblings and I don't?
There, I suppose.
I have no idea what.
I don't know what
who
sibling
this is.
dynamics look like. I only see sibling dynamics on TV, and as we all know,
This is the unicorn dude who on Thriller Bark.
but like as we all know, I watch a lot of I consume a lot of Japanese media, or like Japanese and Chinese media, and we all know that siblings have some weird dynamics in those media.
I mean, correct.
So you can, I'm sure you can understand my confusion.
Kinda. This guy's Uni. He's a member of the Heart Pirates.
But he's not a unicorn.
No.
But he also doesn't seem to be one of the more important ones. So.
With the rest, and then we talk about Rouge, who is
The least explored of the supernovas thus far.
I mean, he's got a cool fruit.
He's got a cool fruit. He's got a cool design. Also, apparently, his hobby is lovemaking, which is very funny.
I mean, he's based off Rasputin, so.
That tracks.
He's minimum style but no substance. Also, isn't his crew all dudes?
I don't know. He's also Skypean.
That's like the least relevant thing about him. But no, I'm pretty sure his crew is all dudes, which combined with his hobby means, you know.
I mean, he's based off
I
Rasputin.
mean, yeah. Also, again, making he can make ports of call if he wants to indulge with women.
No, but like, look, all I'm saying is, why not gay?
He could be bi. Or pan.
Anyway, he's style but no substance, just on the basis of some of the interesting features, but he just has not done anything.
I want to say fun but irrelevant, honestly, because he is a very fun character.
He was
What do you think,
just
Phil?
randomly hanging out on a sky island. Like, is he still, like, doing the pirate thing anymore, or is he just chilling?
We don't know. That's the last time we've seen him. We have not seen him since then. He is the only member of the worst generation who has yet to meet Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna pop up at some point.
Did they not meet during the supernova introduction?
Nope.
Only one who hasn't met Luffy, and the only one whose double fruit is unnamed.
And unnamed, probably Paramecia, because let's be honest, that's the safest bet. Unless they explicitly turn into an animal.
I'm pretty sure the only ones who don't have Paramecias are Luffy and Drake. If I'm recalling correctly.
And technically, Bonnie doesn't have a fruit.
No, she does. It was just, it just wasn't consumed the normal way.
Anyway, Isakov. Another
Usakov.
Another Ivankov dancer.
Mm-hmm.
We put the other one in. No,
Style but no substance.
we'll give this one style but no substance as well.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Ivankov's posse has style. Whether or not they're relevant is another question, but they all have some degree of style.
Mm-hmm.
God Usopp.
God D. Usopp.
Of course, he's going in peak character. Where else would he go?
Not only is he going in peak character, he's pretty high up on the list.
We'll sort the peak characters in that tier later when we actually do the sorting. But yeah,
He's just like,
peak character.
should we just give some justification for why he's up there? Just for...
He probably has the most character development out of anyone in the series. In terms of, like, character progression.
As polarizing and as perhaps as antagonistic as it was, his fight with Luffy in Water 7 is one of the highlights of that entire
it's one of the best fights in the
saga.
series, honestly.
Yeah, it's like honestly up there. Cause like here's the thing. I understand. The only thing that made me annoyed with Usopp during that sequence is that the implication that he was like acting as if he was the only one who loved the Mary, which is not true.
So there's the subtext of he's worried that the Mary being replaced also means that he will be replaced because he feels like he is worthless compared to the rest of the crew.
Yes, and there's definitely his insecurities coming in, but yeah, that is the only thing that kind of drags it down. Otherwise, he genuinely did make a good argument. It also led to one of Zoro's coolest moments in the series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, Zoro has a lot of moments that are like classify as some of the coolest moments in the series, but him like actually acting in his capacity as the first mate for the first time and being like, no, I am putting my foot down. You are the captain. He should be the one who apologizes before you let him back in. I get where he was coming from, but you are the captain. You need to set up some hierarchy. Like, the fact that he legitimately does think about these things was revealed in that sequence. And again, that just makes one of the best characters in the series a better character than he already is. So, you know, look, I love Zoro. He's like basically my favorite.
Oh no, I'm up there with you.
Has anyone here watched One Piece Film Red?
I have.
Well, you're gonna have to rank Shanks' daughter then.
Fuck. Neither of you have watched it yet.
No, I have read some of the canon relevant bits of it, and there seems to be an implication that Uda might be canon. But
Uda's existence is canon. Film Red is not, to my knowledge.
Okay.
Like, she shows up in a single panel in the manga as a silhouette.
So she is canon as a character. Whether or not the rest of the film is canon, it's probably less canon than Strong World then, even though Strong World is very heavily implied to be canon.
Yes. More or less that.
Yeah, so in the manga context, we don't know about her. From what I've heard of her, she seems cool.
She's a very interesting and complex character. So, Otto is a fucking phenomenal singer, and that should be taken into account because the character is a songstress.
Yes, my brother in Christ, her name literally means song.
And she sings. Goddamn. She got pipes. I'd say a genuine argument could be made for best supporting. I'd say relevant and likable for now.
So, okay. I believe was it on Reddit that I saw this? I was like doing some meme. Well, I read a very good fan comic about how Zoro lost to Vi. That was great. I'll share that with you guys in a bit, but I think it was on I think it was on r/meme piece.
Oh boy, the shit posting Reddit. That's fun.
Yes, obviously. On that, I went down the One Piece fan art rabbit hole, is what I'm saying, and one of the things I saw were some concept pieces of what if Uta and Luffy knew each other growing up. Which some of those were cute, because the sibling dynamic is. Well, no. I mean, if we go by the established dynamic, it would be more appropriate to call Luffy her uncle. If we are establishing that Shanks is more of a big brother than a father to Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
But I did see something cursed, and it was not the obvious one. It was not fan art of them doing something. It was fan art of them peeking through the door while Shanks and Makino were getting it on.
Oh boy, that's
Which is
not fun.
And them as children, which is just... What goes through your head to draw that? Because
Some weird shit.
Someone not only thought of that, they then took the time to draw it, and the art was good. It was like Oda accurate art.
Anyway, ranked one of the kids from Punk Hazard. Now we've got Van Auger, whatever.
I believe they pronounced it Van Ogre. I think that's the pun, is that it's auger as in both augury and also drilling and also ogre.
Right.
Because he sees things. He has actually done something. He shot down a bird from dozens of kilometers away.
The thing about Van Auger is that I do think he is going to give us one of the best possible fights we can possibly get, and that is a sniper duel with Usopp.
Right?
He hasn't had a sniper duel yet, and I am just absolutely shocked to be reminded of that.
That's because Usopp's title is the sniper, but his job is really the...
Distracting Luffy.
Yeah.
Yes. He's basically Luffy's bro.
Yeah, Usopp doesn't really, and it doesn't help that basically we've only seen 2 other crews where sniper is even a position.
Yeah, Blackbeard and Shanks.
Yeah.
Both have snipers.
So while I think a sniper duel between Van Auger and Usopp is what's going to happen, do you know what I really would have liked to see?
What?
It's not going to happen, but I just wanted to see a sniper duel between Usopp and Yasopp, where Usopp's lifetime of frustration over Yasopp being an absent father kind of erupts, and he just beats the crap out of Yasopp. I would just love to see that.
You know what I think is likely to happen is we're likely to get a case of a marksmanship square off between the two in the inevitable Shanks versus Luffy Davy back fight.
Or, what would be interesting? If the Shanks and Whitebeard pirates fight before that, and Van Ogre ends up killing Yasopp.
You mean Blackbeard?
Yes, Blackbeard, and you know what I mean. Van Ogre kills Yasopp, and Usopp fights him in a sniper duel in revenge.
I don't know if that's going to happen or not. By the way,
Van Ogre... I want bad things to happen to Yasopp, goddammit. He's one of the most worst fathers in the series.
Anyway.
Van Auger.
He's kind of a dick, and also he's very good at his job. But that's all we know. I guess, yeah. He's at least done something.
He has a really busted-ass devil fruits.
Wait, he has what? Oh, yeah, that's more recent. What's his
teleportation?
Oh, right. He can teleport.
Yeah, that's a busted-ass ability.
It's only slightly less busted than the door fruit, but the difference is he seems to know how to use it.
Yep. Because
he's a sniper.
Tier.
Yes, he literally is. Yeah, Okay. Vasco Shot.
So this guy also deserves to be an Absalom tier.
He does. I know he's done war crimes, but which one specifically?
So, when the Blackbeard pirates are raiding Amazon Lily, he basically insinuates to Blackbeard very strongly that he wants to rape Hancock.
Oh no! Oh god! Yeah, no. Put him in Absalom tier. Virgo. I would say Virgo goes with Monet wherever we put Monet.
I think relevant and villainous. He does have a pretty cool fight with Smoker and Law. Yeah, we put Monet in relevant and villainous.
I was honestly thinking aggressively mediocre.
That's fair, honestly. He doesn't have the. He's just a dude.
He's built up a lot, and then he just gets jobbed.
I do like his funny little gimmick of getting food stuck on his face.
I guess, but we've put funny gimmicks in there as well.
No, aggressively
Yeah,
mediocre is where about as much as he deserves.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very good.
He has a great name.
He also has a funny devil fruit. It's basically like the blunt force counterpart to Buggy's fruits.
See, that actually downgrades him. Because the implication is if he can make those balls as small as he wants, then his fruit is just as busted as Buggy's is.
And yet he's only a Marine captain.
Yeah. And he doesn't have the charisma that Buggy does, so he goes in genuine annoyance, honestly.
Well, I'd say aggressively mediocre.
I say genuine annoyance because he's a cop.
You know what? Fair. He did participate in the Buster Call, after all.
Victoria Sindri.
This was an interesting one, because, like, how much do we want to attribute her personality in Thriller Bark to her shadow?
The implication is that the shadow is the personality. Basically.
Yeah.
We saw this most strongly in Ryuma, because we know what Ryuma's personality was.
Yeah.
And that's not what the zombie had. The zombie was just Brooke.
Yeah. Though it was a little bit, it was a slightly different Brooke. I feel like there's some influence of the body on the personality.
I think so, but
not substantial.
Yeah, and well, I think one of the things is that the influence that the body had was ultimately the fact that she betrayed Hogback,
which was totally merited and excellent of her.
You know, that alone puts her in like a higher tier than most of the other zombies.
I'd say fun. No, relevant and likable, honestly.
I was leaning there as well.
Very tragic.
She has a horrifically tragic story. But yeah, it's just like she did more in the Thriller Bark arc than half the cast of the Thriller Bark arc.
I'm not sure I'm willing to go as far as relevant and likable.
Well, where would you put her then? Fun but relevant?
Yeah.
I suppose that's fair.
Yes.
Okay, the Vince smokes are going to be fun to rank, because we're going to get some, So, Judge is going to go in Absalom tier, of course.
Yes. He is just awful in every way.
One of the worst fathers in a series that has some pretty shitty fathers.
Shall we rank all three of the other brothers together?
Yeah. Might as well. They're more or less a single unit. Though actually Yonji is kind of the loser of those three.
Yes, but also they aren't really people, are they? Like, they have personalities, but their degree of sapience is called into question. They're more like machines than people in many ways. Right? They do what
assholes.
Yeah, no, it's Judge's fault that he programmed them to be awful, But the implication is that their individuality has essentially been wiped out, and all that's left is just a set of programming.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrifying, and it's not their fault that they have one of the worst fathers in the series, but they're very difficult to rank in that regard. Because, as we've said, they're dicks, but it's not their fault that they're dicks. They were programmed to be dicks. They even said it outright. When they were getting red weddinged, they said outright, yeah, of course we don't feel anything about this. That's what you programmed us to do, / that's what you programmed us for. Like, the question of whether or not they even have something resembling free will is put into question. Y'all are just gonna leave me hanging, or?
No, we're letting you say your piece.
No, I've said my piece. What do you guys
Okay.
think?
I do feel like their lack of autonomy is a point. I don't know if it's in their favor, but it like reduces the condemnation that they should get. At the same time, though, they're also just like tools for really shitty things to happen, and they do do act like tools in general.
My instinct is aggressively mediocre for the brothers.
Yeah,
I think
fair.
that's where we can put them. Yeah, that's the only place where we can justifiably put them, because, like, again, nothing they do is their fault, and because it's not even the excuse that they're just following orders. They literally
They cannot disobey judge.
Yes, they cannot disobey
what
judge, and judge is
programmed them as.
yes, and judge is a dick. So as a direct consequence of that, they're tools.
Fun fact: the judge's name, Jaji, as it's pronounced in Japanese, is Korean for dick.
Reiju, on the other hand, is low-key one of the
she's
better
an MVP.
characters. She is low-key one of the MVPs of the series as a whole.
Yeah.
Because as much as we dislike Sanji, he is a necessary component. He's a necessary evil.
Yes.
But she's one of the MVPs of the series as a whole because of her actions in freeing Sanji. And also, she did save Luffy's life.
Yes. I honestly want to say relevant and likable at minimum.
Yes, I would say so. I don't think she's been in the series enough to get into Best Supporting, but Mill, do you have any arguments?
Let me double check, see who else is in Best Supporting, because we have characters who have been in the series for less time who are in Best Supporting.
No, I don't know that she's done enough to be in Best Supporting,
Yeah,
but like...
looking at those characters, I would argue not.
Yeah, no, just in terms of like... Yes, she's relevant, but not that relevant.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, now we get to the big one, who is going to be a topic for debate. How much of Sanji's good traits do we think weigh him up the list versus his bad traits weighing him down the list?
Okay, so we need to establish a baseline for the bad traits. Sanji is a sex pest. He's an incompetent sex pest, but he is still a sex pest. However,
he's not as severe a sex pest as most of the others in the series.
Okay, he tends to limit himself to voyeurism and sexual harassment, and does not actually assault people.
Yeah, and most of his harassment is just simping.
Yeah, well, no, he does do... The voyeurism is very much something that brings him down a lot.
Oh, I'm not saying that's I'm not saying he doesn't do voyeurism. I'm saying like the verbal stuff is mostly just him simping.
That is true, but also simps are kind of gross in general.
They're cringeworthy, yes.
So I would say that his baseline, considering his sex pest features, is genuine annoyance. He's not bad enough to be an Absalom, but he's enough of a sex pest to be a genuine annoyance.
That said, he also has a lot of positive traits, and he has some very
positive traits.
He is a
And-
very gifted strategist, for one thing, as well as just being a
Look,
legitimately excellent cook who values the importance of food.
I'm just gonna cut this discussion off now. We've got the perfect tier for him. It's controversial.
Yes.
I was gonna
really.
say, that is probably where we should put him.
That's
Yeah.
where we should put him. He does often hold the one brain cell of the monster trio.
Yeah.
You are
Yes.
right about that.
I mean, it looks
Vista.
like he's just handed it off to Jinbei now as well. So,
Yep.
but yes, Vista.
Vista's cool.
This is cool. He beats the other Whitebeard captains in terms of screen. Where did we put Jozu? I feel like
think
he
it was-
occupies a similar niche. No, he was not an aggressive.
Those are in fun but irrelevant.
I think so, yeah. Because, regardless of all else aside, he was able to trade blows with Misop for a... Misop? Misop? Where's my brain?
Mihawk.
Yes, that guy. He did manage to trade blows with Mihawk for a while. It's implied that neither of them were, like, fully serious.
Yeah.
But that alone puts him in, like, the top 1% of swordsmen.
Yeah. I mean, top 0.1% of swordsmen, if we're being honest.
Yeah, because, like, I'm pretty sure Misop... Why do I keep saying Misop?
Twice in a row?
Yeah, what is happening to me? Mihawk remembered who he was. And we know
Yeah.
that's relevant to for Mihawk, so...
Yeah. Also, I think we should probably end around Wapple. Because we're, getting to the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, no, we can end at the next relevant person. And the next relevant person...
Probably Wapple.
No, we can end at Wanda.
Wanda? Yeah.
Yeah, let's end
Wanda's
at
good
Wanda.
to end on.
Who is... He looks familiar. He has a
This
very
is Vito.
distinctive...
He's the fun dude from Beige's crew.
Right.
He's the dude with the abnormally large yaoi hands.
Okay, can we talk about that? Where did the yaoi hands and the yaoi paddles come from?
The yaoi paddles is a convention thing. People just had paddles with the word yaoi printed on them and just went around smacking people with them. Which is harassment, of course, but yeah.
I mean...
Yaoi hands is a meme because a lot of yaoi manga have dudes with like abnormally elongated and or abnormally large hands.
Do you know what's funny? A lot of Korean and Japanese novels have that description, the shoujo ones.
Hmm.
Like in a lot of female, like women written and women led light novels and web novels, the male love interests are generally described as having yaoi hands for some reason.
very
Apparently,
funny.
that's attractive to women sometimes. Just like,
So-
granted,
Apparently, women like pay very close attention to your hands.
I
to
don't.
guys' hands.
I am not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole because I don't know if that's a generalization or if that's like if there's. Look, what I'm trying to say is for some reason, every male love interest in Eastern web novels that I've written looks the same. They are very tall, very muscular, with black hair and large hands.
It's almost like people. That's like a cultural type of sorts.
Yeah. I know, but like it can get real boring, like real tiresome real quick is what I'm saying. Anyway, yaoi hands, man, where do we rank him?
Vito's a fun one. I'd say fun but irrelevant.
I did learn
I do
something
find it
today
really
from his wiki page, which is that Lola and Chiffon's dad actually survived.
Yeah, that's in the cover story.
How?
Yeah, that's. Look, just
It's
don't ask.
unexplained. It's unexplained. Don't worry about it.
To be fair,
Also,
Is
He didn't
fucking
in his head.
Oven that incompetent?
I mean, that's
Yes.
not that surprising.
Wanatsumi.
What is his deal? What is he? Why is he
Let
so
me double
large?
He is a giant tiger blowfish fish man.
Even then, there are giant fishmen who are not as large as him. What is
Yeah,
his
he's
deal?
fucking massive.
Why is he so big?
Don't know.
Anyway, he's got an interesting design. He also has a very annoying voice in the anime. By design, I believe.
Fun but
Mhm.
irrelevant.
I guess, yeah.
Whitebeard pirate.
Rip. And we'll end with Wanda.
All right.
Something furries. Something
I was gonna say she definitely awakened some people.
Oh, yes, no. Between Wanda and Carrot, for the people attracted to women, and, like, the Musketeers and the dog and the cat for people attracted to men, look. Zoe all around probably will be, historically speaking, as influential as Disney's Robin Hood was.
Mm-hmm.
Because Disney's Robin Hood, we joke about it, but it is explicitly in a lot of anecdotes. That is what people cite as being like, oh, this has awakened something in me.
Yep.
So I would say that the current, like, generation of furries who create the cultural zeitgeist were awakened along the lines of Disney's Robin Hood, and I feel like Zoe is going to be the new wave,
Or at least the wave of people in the Weebosphere.
Yes, which is Japanese people and weebs. Though something declining Japanese birth rates.
Shinzo Abe something.
Yes.
Apparently, the Japanese have only just discovered that meme.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Which is very funny.
Yes. Do we want to put her in fun but irrelevant, or relevant and likable?
She helped take out, or at least fight Perispero, didn't she, in Wano?
Yeah.
Yes.
She did do stuff, so I say put her in relevant and likable. I do have to go now, though. I will leave you guys to sign off.
Alright, see you, Fuzzy.
See you, Fuzzy.
Bye-bye.
Alright, and that is it. We have begun the W's, the fourth to last letter of the alphabet.
I think
there's not that many left.
Yeah, I think as long as we move pretty quickly, we should be able to finish this.
Next time, yeah.
Or at least finish the ranking stuff. Then we'll
to be fair, there are a lot of these folks that are left that are going to be very quick and easy to rank.
I mean, the ones that I can see, we've got Wapol, Who's Who, Wiper, Drake, Yamato, Yasop,
Emu,
Zeph, Zunisha, Bogard, and then a bunch of the all the new manga characters.
Mm-hmm. Oh, plus Kami, Kokoro, Stussy, and a few others.
Why are they down here?
Chimney, Gande. We'll worry about them later, though.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. In terms of future stuff, Tuesday and Thursday, likely to be more of the same, either gaming or this. We'll see. Saturday, we still haven't decided anything for Saturday.
May or may not take it off, depending.
Yeah. Sunday may or may not
Could
be
be coming
D&D.
back to D&D?
Yeah.
Maybe.
We're not sure. But otherwise, again, thank you for watching. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and all that YouTube stuff.
Like and subscribe if you've not already. Don't forget to leave a comment. And don't forget to press that bell icon.
And otherwise, hopefully, we will see you on Tuesday. Good night.
Later.